Hello all, BJ Weiler here again for another installment of It's All in the Wrist. And this time we're going to be stepping back in time, pretty much over a decade at this point, to 2001. We're going to bring you back to the first year of the new century and millennium with a little game called Stronghold, which was developed by Firefly Studios and published by Take-Two Interactive, I believe. If I recall, this will probably actually tell us we got our loading screen here. Anyway, this is 2001 and Firefly's Stronghold, which was pretty well received for the time. There was another game released by Stormfront Studios in 1993. Which was also called Stronghold. Now, these two games are unrelated except for name and some similar aspects in the building, castle building part of it. But for the most part, the 93 game was more akin to playing SimCity in a medieval setting, whereas this game has a little bit more combat. It's a little bit more combat oriented and a little less pure city management, so to speak. This should be our opening cinematic, if I recall correctly, so we'll let this play for you and then we'll get into the game.
Life in the old castle. Happy times them were. The people were all so much friendlier. Oh, and how we feasted. And courted the fair maidens as well.
Not quite like the cinematics we get nowadays.
Of course, sharpening our minds. Making us strong. But mainly, I remember it as a happy time. Oh yes, and then there were the neighbors.
Greetings, sire. Your stronghold awaits you.
Alright, and there we have it. This is our welcoming screen here. As you can see, this is version 1.2 of the game, so I've had this patched a little bit. Basically what the patches did, of course, fixed some bugs, but I believe it also, yes, it also added a lot of user generated maps. Now, one of the big draws to this game, like the SimCity games, is that you can actually create your own maps, create your own scenarios, your own campaigns. A few of these here, Shore Hill, I don't even recall if that Shore Hill is mine or not. I know Building the Fort and Blood Feud are maps I actually created. Now, of course, these weren't part of the patch. I never uploaded any of these to the Firefly servers. So these I basically did of my own accord, just for my own bit of fun. So as you can see, I've got different versions based on the different types of gameplay that are in this game. So you can also create your own standalone missions. Siege that missions are sort of like a siege using pre-built maps. I believe that was more or less like a competitive type of game mode where you would get points based on how well you did, and of course you can create a multiplayer map as well. So this is where you would save your games in progress. So let's see the last time. So just about a little over 2 years ago since I last dug into the campaign itself. Anyway, here's your map editor, which we were just in. And now your game mode. So you can do an economic-based game mode, or you can do combat. So we'll take a look at the economics, 3 different versions. Free build is your basic sandbox type building. You're just building for the heck of it. And of course there's my map there, a user generated map, and these are some of the generated maps. So Shore Hill was actually a generated map by the game itself, included in there. So as you can see, you can actually go in and edit some of these as well in the map editor. Now the mission, these are standalone missions. Again, there's the one I created for the economics campaign. So each one of these is a mission in and of itself, not related to the others. Gives you different challenges in building and managing your city. This is more or less the SimCity city management type part of the game here. Now here we have the what you would consider the storyline missions. There's 5 economic campaigns here, each building on the last. As you can see, I've played through all these. Actually, these would be blank until you actually successfully complete the previous one. But as you can see, I've already completed all those. And then we get into our military campaigns. Again, there's your multiplayer options. Direct play if you want to do online, IPX, TCP, and if you're hosting your own LAN party, you could hook up locally. Wow, modem. I used to do serial connection between a couple of my computers, so that was always fun. But the invasion, are you the attacker or defender? I believe you are the attacker in the invasion modes. Again, there's my mission campaign for the invasion. You got all sorts of different invasions. Again, all these are standalone, not related to the others. Siege, you are the defender. Again, several different ones you can choose from, including the user-generated ones. And then we get into the storyline missions here, each one building upon the last. Again, these would all be blank if you're just starting out and you haven't completed them. So as you can see, there were 21 military combat missions here. So we'll be doing probably one of these. We'll probably just start with the first one there, since it's actually been a while since I played. As you can see, military campaign, your siege, and that's your basic gameplay for the game. You have your tutorial here, which kicks you into an economics type thing with a little combat. Enough of that. Let's get on. We'll start. Should we play a siege? Actually, you know what? We'll play the story. We'll play the first mission for this session here. This should be pretty quick.
As soon as the king had marched his army into the barbarian homeland, rumors began of a plot to seize the throne. When news came of the king's capture, the country was invaded. Several nobles, including your father, sought to end the bloodshed, but on the way to meet for negotiations, their party was massacred by a band of unknown raiders. Bruised and exhausted, you have been beaten back to a forest on an overlooked peninsula, where a small group of loyal troops are hiding. Although the country is lost, maybe from this refuge, you can at least avenge your father's death.
I say we act now, and strike while the iron is hot.
No, 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 no. The few men we have would be cut down like lambs to the slaughter. We need time to gather our forces.
Nonsense. I shall take 6 of my finest men into enemy territory by the cover of darkness, and...
No, just listen. Our men are close to starvation. This is what we must do.
The debate rages on well into the night, but eventually Lord Woolsack takes you to one side.
Sir Longarm tells me he knew your father well, which is why I'm giving you your chance to prove yourself. It is time you got your first taste of command. We need you to oversee the setting up of a good-sized base camp. Start by finding a suitable clearing, then use some of the wood plentiful in this area to begin your construction.
So as you can see, pretty simple objectives for this first one. You just got to acquire some resources. Again, this tells you your objectives, gives you some hints. You got your tutorial, etc., etc. But let's just get on with the mission.
Place a keep to site your castle, my liege.
So there's our starting resources here. So this, I think, is a fairly small... Yeah, this is one of the fairly small maps. So let's see where we gotta find a likely spot we want to place our keep. Now, this game, the enemy usually comes... There's a signpost towards one edge of the map where the enemy usually comes. So you want to make sure you don't site your keep next to that. But let's see, there's a pathway. Sometimes they're tough to see. But we'll site the keep right here, towards the center of the map. Anyway, should be a good likely spot.
Granary, sire.
Granary is your storehouse, so we'll put this in a more easily defended area. It's right next to the keep there. So we need, what do we need again? Meat, I believe. Options, where is, should be... Briefing, is that the briefing? Yeah, here we go. So, meat, we need meat and wood. So essentially what we need to do, we need to find our industry built cutter. So we'll pop the wood cutter right here. Place him close to the resources he needs and close to the storage. We can add more to the stockpile. So farm buildings. We want our hunter's post. Hunter's post doesn't matter quite as much. We'll put him near the granary though. That way he has a shorter trip to the granary. So we'll place a couple here. The more you place, the faster you can gather those resources, I don't think. We have a hut in case we need more people. Here, granaries. Actually, so this probably won't have any combat involved. So you're very limited. The mission stuff is limited based, of course, on which mission it is. So since this is the first mission, we're limited in the amount of stuff we can build to keep things simple. So more than likely there won't be any combat in this mission. So this indicates the happiness, the number of people coming. So we've got unemployed peasants. We click the keep, it gives us.
In the treasury, Lord.
So we don't need to worry about gold, so we have no taxes. So basically right now everything's just costing resources to build. So as you can see, we have the number of parentheses is how much wood we actually have left, which is also visually indicated on the stockpile. And
a message from your scribe.
the number.
Animal tracks have been reported in the area, sire.
And the number to the left of the right in that little area there will pop up tells you how much resources and what kind of resources that takes to build. Weapons, granary. So granary's 10, we have 21 now. Hovel takes 6 wood. Farm building, that takes 5 wood. So, and of course, granary gives you a visual indication of what's in there. Click the granary.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
13 units of food. We've got 8 months supply, and we only have 1 food type. This, whereas you
A
can.
message from your scribe. Scouts are reporting that packs of wolves are closing in on the castle. We must get the supplies stored.
Yes, scribe. Yeah, we can have double rations. Of course, that gives you a boost to popularity.
Extra rations.
Full rations, half rations, no rations. They'll start causing people to leave if you're not popular enough, but we can just do that. Just leave them at normal rations, will be fine. Over here you indicate the amount of gold you have, your population. So right now I have 8 peasants out of possible 8 total population is my max population, unless I throw down the hovel. And as you can see, and there's our popularity up top there. 100 is the max popularity.
Victory.
So my playing level, I assume that was normal because I didn't change anything. So I had 2 extra meat, I got bonus for that, 5 extra wood. Score 5,000. So I must have had extra stuff or played on a harder level to get my previous best score of 5205. So that was rather simple.
Whilst the men frantically ferry precious supplies into the granary, Sir Longarm and Lord Woolsack ride into the camp.
Job well done. Not too bad for your first attempt.
No. The fool has pitched camp in the middle of the wolves' migration track.
Good. It will give the men some well-needed practice before we make our strike.
Oof. Now I have no choice but to send out a scout to find a more permanent position.
And these lead directly one into the other, but you don't actually have to keep playing them.
Day by day, the camp becomes more overwhelmed by the wolves, and their persistent howling robs the men of sleep. The situation is about to get out of hand when Lord Woolsack's scout returns. Soon afterwards, you are summoned into the command tent.
Sir Longarm has convinced me to give you another chance. We have found the remains of an abandoned stockade.
Wolves plague this county every winter. So, we need you to get the stockade back up to scratch, quickly.
Failure is not an option this time. Just keep your eyes peeled.
To ensure the safety of your men, you are required to renovate the abandoned stockade before winter is upon us again. Use your archers to kill off any wolves that threaten your peasants.
So you see the still some object gathering here, resource gathering. We need some more meat. This time we gotta complete the castle, and this time presumably we'll be able to create some archers. But we'll dig into that perhaps another time. What we'll do right now, how about we play some actual battles here? So do we want to... And of course, so when you build your own maps, you can actually create your own storyline for it. So invasion looks like we are defending ourselves. Siege, we are the attackers. Maybe, I guess I just used the same thing. Interesting. We'll do, let's see, let's do an invasion. We'll do mine. See what we get. It's been so long I don't remember. Okay, and you can set your own objectives when you build your own map too. So I've got some gold and lots of bread, some cheese for some reason. Got to eliminate all enemy units, eradicate the wolves, and of course that gives me my timer till the last battle. Difficulty normal, sure, why not?
Place a keep to site your castle, my liege.
Conveniently enough, we'll go with a stone keep. Campfire, so we'll leave that there. Give us enough room there. Ka-chang.
Site your granary, sire.
Granary. Now, you can build multiple granaries too. Put the granary down here. They don't necessarily have to be next to each other. Now you can add more stockpiles to increase your stockpile space. But the stockpile does have to be next to each other. So what we'll do right now, zoom out here. That what we're going to do is build a quick wall. This guy, zoom back in here. Close the gate.
A message from your scribe. Animal tracks have been reported in the area, sire.
Oh no, we have wolves coming. Come on, wolf, get out, and then I can finish building. There we go. There we go. So we've got some food within our castle walls. Oh, they're leaving. How dare they? So we'll build some more castle walls up this way. So we will need some resources here. So let's get some resources. Let's get our hunter's post. A couple of these guys. Presumably we'll need to start building up some military. So we've got 12 people with that castle. Bakery, brewery, military, here we go. Barracks, armory, so let's do, we've got some stone, we will need some more stone now. So we'll throw down our quarry. Let's see if I remember how to rotate the map. There we go, that's better. I gotta wait for the damn deer to get out of the way so I can build my quarry. There we go. Of course, we will need oxen.
Wood needed.
Uh-oh, we need wood. Woodcutter's cut. Okay, we
A
go.
jester has arrived at the castle, liege. I have taken the liberty of offering him employment.
Why, that's very good of you. So we've got to wait for more wood to come. Rotate back here. We'll drop that a bit so we can see what we got. We should have enough stone for our stone barracks anyway, so let's create a barracks. Throw the barracks right in front here, that'll work. Make sure we leave ourselves enough room for more stockpile. Now peasants will change automatically into workers as the need arises. A little bit of bread, so we're running out of supplies here.
Are dwindling, my liege.
So we're gonna have to go half rations till we can get some meat.
Half rations.
And I gotta get some military building going too. So I will need the fletcher. Rotate here so I can find a typical spot, which means I will need to place an armory somewhere too. So you know what, we'll keep this guy right back here. Much is an armory. Good, I got enough wood. So we can throw the armory right. You know what, we'll throw the armory right back here. It's close to the stockpile and the Fletcher. So the closer you build these things, your resource gathering buildings to the resource and to either the granary, armory, or stockpile, whichever they happen to use, the faster they will actually be able to produce and store those weapons. As you can see, they're walking. So that's actually, the time walking is actually time spent working.
Wolves
So
are
the,
attacking, my lord.
yes. Just attacking the deer, which is fine. Once I get some archers, I can eliminate all the wolves. So the time spent actually walking from resource to their shop, to their destination, their storage, whichever storage unit they actually use, is actually time, real time that it takes for them to complete their task and you get the resource. Should have built that wall faster, that way I could have kept the gate closed, but
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Our food stocks are dwindling, my
is I
liege.
don't have a farm at this point. Losing popularity. Alright, so let's see. Farm, farm, farm. Apple orchards are quick and easy.
We are almost out of food. sire.
Yeah, so I've heard. We'll throw an apple farm pretty close to the gate here. That's what we can do. I don't like the wolves there, but at this point we got no choice. We've got to have some farms. We got to get some food. And the more food types you get, we get a bonus too. So once I get apples generally give you a good... Can I fit this here? Nope. Of course, the red indicates I cannot build that resource there. Now, some things like your
Wolves are attacking, my lord.
like your hunter's post, your dairy farm, and your apple orchard are pretty simple resources for food, just like the hut here, your woodcutter's hut.
Popularity is falling.
Oh yes, I am pretty sure. They're pretty simple. You go up there, they do everything themselves, and then they go store stuff. Now, things
A
like...
message from the rat.
You impudent upstart! I shall take great delight in dispatching you myself.
Which
A
means
small
I'm
group
in
of the rat
trouble.
Soldiers are heading to the castle.
So we need some spearmen.
You can count on us.
Recruits needed, sire.
I gotta wait for peasants to arrive.
You can count on us.
Recruits needed, sire.
Seeing the green circle, as you can see, indicates when the peasant is arriving. The lower your popularity, the slower it takes for them to arrive, till eventually you get into negative popularity and they start leaving.
We await orders. Recruits needed, sire.
You can count
So
on
let's
us.
put them in aggressive stance. We'll
We're
put
leaving
them out
now.
there. Barracks. How many
We
peasants?
await orders.
2.
The rat's troops are attacking.
Alright, so I got 2 months supply. That should give me enough.
Instructions.
Put them in aggressive stance. Get them up here.
Moving off.
Where's the rat coming from? See there? Okay, there's the rat's troops. Oh, good. They're getting attacked by wolves. That helps. Now, in this scenario, you basically place, in the map area, you place all your trees, you can place the water. It's basically a full-featured map editor. You actually place where you place the initial position of all the animals, of the deer, how many you have, your wolves, and then the AI takes over and does the migration. So those wolves I did not actually place there. I placed them somewhere else in the game. That's just where they happen to migrate at that point in the game. So good. I survived the first attack. And essentially you tell the game how many enemies come within each invasion and that type of thing. So I'm sure I will be building up more.
You can count on us.
So, let's do this.
Where are we going?
Aggressive stance. That way they'll defend against the
Off
wolves.
we go.
We await orders.
2, 3.
Recruits needed, sire. We await orders.
Come here.
We await orders.
Aggressive stance. We'll put you guys up on this one.
We are on our way.
Okay, so, oops, I didn't want to do that. So where are we at here? Okay, looks like the wolves are still there. So the wolves will actually work in my favor while they're over there for the time being. Got some apples, so we got lots of wood now, so let's get another hunter's post here. Now we can add a dairy farm. Ooh, let's do this. Zoom out. There we go, thank you. Let me rotate.
A message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
So we'll throw the dairy farm down in here, that way that's close to the gate. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing an ox cart. Stone's piling up and I've got no way to get it.
Not enough workers available are attacking my building.
click that. That tells me where the wolves are attacking. Presumably they probably attacked one of my hunters. Actually, no. Ah, okay, it's a pack of wolves coming. Pack of wolves are coming. Which I got my military to help protect and serve. You see, the wolves are attacking my farmers. I want to zoom here. So that's going to hurt production for a bit. Okay, so I needed workers, didn't I? I need a hovel to boost up my population. So hovels really don't matter where I throw them, so you know what? I'll throw a hovel there. That'll help boost up the population. So what I'm going to do too...
A traveling fair has come to...
Oh, good. Population. That means I can add some taxes too, because soldiers cost you money. So I'll go in here.
The Treasury Lord.
Bit much, these taxes.
Go in there and check my popularity. Food. Still +1 C. Fair, so I get a big boost of popularity. That's why the
Popularity is rising.
fair is
Our
here.
gold stocks grow steadily, sire. The people love you, my lord.
I can actually cut
Our
back
food
on
stocks are
rations.
dwindling, my liege. The people
Very
love
good.
you,
So
my
that still
lord.
gives me plenty of popularity, and it'll help boost up my income and help save some food resources and let the food resources build up. Now let's see how much stockpile space we
Wolves are
got there.
attacking, my lord.
Can't see that angle. Where are we at here? Oh, camera's in my way. Is that right? It'll let me know when it's full anyway. I'll have to move that camera a bit. Let's move my webcam there. Pop back in game. I am playing in a virtual machine too, by the way. My host box here is a Windows 7. That's better. Is a Windows 7 Enterprise machine, and so I am running Windows Virtual PC. And the guest operating system is Windows Millennium. As a matter of fact, the guest machine I am playing this game in right now and running was originally a physical machine, which I converted into a virtual machine. One of my original Windows Millennium physical machines I had at the time, way back when.
Popularity is falling.
Oh, the fair must be gone, so let's
The people hold you in great esteem, my lord.
pop here. Let's go back to normal rations. We
Our
can
gold stocks grow
cut
steadily,
back to
sire.
no taxes because we want to make sure we
A
have
fair
enough.
tax system all round.
Well, of course, because I'm not taxing you. But as I was
Small group
saying,
of the rat soldiers are heading to the castle.
fantastic. As I was saying, I converted the physical machine into a virtual machine, so I don't have to worry about hardware dying or anything like that. It is internet connected, still.
A message from the rat.
You fool! You will soon pay for meddling in the affairs of your superiors.
Let me adjust this again to see what we got. I'll throw it right in the middle there. Still got some wolves there. I don't see anybody, so we'll...
Our scouts report another group of the rat's men heading in our direction.
Okay, then.
Of them.
Okay, I got 6 of those things. Let me zoom in here.
We await orders.
6. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to build
The
up
rats'
our
troops are
military here.
attacking.
Wait, I'm not ready for you. If I click that, right? Yep. So I don't have anything yet. So we'll do this. I gotta make sure I leave enough room for my. That'll block the pathing. Come on, where can I build you? Where can I build you? Alright, we'll build you right there. Okay, let's see these Redsmen. Oh, yes, they are beefing up a little bit. Just get my archers up here.
Yes. Leave him
Top
now.
there.
Your popularity is rising.
See, are they in
Archers,
range yet?
ready.
Yes,
Can't
they are.
target him, sir.
Nope, not in range. Oh, see. Again, when you're building your own scenarios, you can tell the game how many and of what kind of these enemies will appear. After that, the AI takes over and determines their path, what they'll attack, that kind of stuff. So, even though I built this campaign, I can still be surprised about what happens in it. Gone, so
Granary stocks are very low,
I
sire.
got this guy over here
My
acting
boar is
out.
yours.
The gate will close automatically when an enemy gets in range, so I've got to do this. So put those guys over there, so they can take care of that. Those guys are just patrolling.
Out of food, sire.
Really?
Our food stocks are
Yeah,
dwindling.
I'll have to do that. As you can see, it's definitely not an easy campaign, even though I created it. You've got to be very quick and resourceful with your resource management. Of course, with the gate closed, my farmers couldn't get to the granary. So we're going to have to move these guys over there. Okay, so I got those guys defending that area.
Popularity is falling.
These guys will be defending that area. You know what I'm going to need?
From the rat.
Ah! My stupid troops can't, won't. They didn't follow my foolproof plan.
We await orders. We are on
The
our
rat
way.
is the weakest of the AI enemies.
Yes.
There are
Leave him
4
now.
AI enemies in this game. So what do we want to do? You know what? If I have towers, can I build a tower? Yes. I'll build the wooden platform there. So I can actually take a couple of these guys to
Archers,
defend
ready.
here.
Moving off.
Ooh, a little bit too quick there. Let me take a wooden platform here. Now I'll take a couple
My
of
boy is yours.
archers to defend
We are on our
there.
way.
Good. So that will help. Oh, good. I can get some spearmen.
We await orders.
You can count on us.
Recruits needed, sire. Granary stocks are very low, sire. Sentiment is warm towards you, my liege. Our food stocks are dwindling,
Let's
my
go
liege.
back up there. 'Cause I can't afford to have
Sentiment
people
is
leave, because
warm
then,
towards you, my liege.
while I will still have my troops until they die, my peasants will start leaving, so
Our
I will...
cows are struck down by a strange malady, my lord.
Oh, I put cow disease in too, so you can actually, all these events are stuff you can put into your campaign. So I'm going to lose cheese production now.
You can count on us.
Weapons needed, sire. Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Always ready.
So we'll put these guys out here.
Yes, my lordship.
Defend that. We'll put these
Lord?
guys up here at the main
Leave
gate.
him! No!
So we've got a little bit of protection now.
We are almost out of food.
I'm going to need gold. Wow, I definitely did not make this easy. So I haven't even eradicated all the wolves yet. Oi! Move that there. That might help for now. I'm going to have to keep adjusting this camera around. That's not what I wanted to do. So let's go back. That should do for now. How much food?
The granary
Ooh.
is empty, sire.
My peasants are just eating too fast, so we're going to have to build up some stocks. As I was saying earlier, you know, some of these resources are actually fairly simple. You grow your apples, it just goes. Now, if you want to make bread, you actually need a few different buildings. You need your wheat farm, and then you need processing. You will need a mill to change the wheat into flour, and then you need your bakery to change the flour into bread. So it's a much longer resource to gather, but it does have the benefit of being able to supply a little bit more food than, say, an apple or cheese farm will. And again, it gives you the variety, which gives you a bonus to your food popularity.
Warm towards you, my liege.
Now, ale coverage, religion. You know what? Religion. They'll help me give a boost. Oh, wow, I don't have enough gold. Good thing. There's some gold, a large pot.
Sentiment is warm.
Now I got
towards you,
wolf
my liege.
attack. That will affect popularity too. Once I hit 50, I'm going to start losing peasants. So I'm definitely going to need more food here. So I'm going to need some more farms. Sure. Now you can block yourself with pathing too. All your little people here will need a path to reach everything. So if I build 4 farms around this guy, unless I leave one of these openings, as you can see here on the screen,
Granary
open,
stocks are very low, sire.
that farmer in the center won't be able to do anything.
People are leaving the castle.
Ah, yes, I'm in the red. Oh, so what I'm
No
going to
change in
do,
the treasury,
I'm going to have to start bribing my peasants to stay, which is going to cost me gold, but I'll be able to make that up later. Apples. Side, I think I tried and I couldn't. Nope.
We are almost out of food,
As
sire.
you can see, I got peasants leaving now. That means that building has no workers. Okay, still got them coming. Still got food coming. I got some apples. Gonna need another hunter's post to help beef up food. Although I got no workers for it, so I got no military workers. Got left
Recruits needed,
military-wise. I can't recruit anybody because I have no peasants coming. Red. Oh, it's swinging back. I'm back into the green. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, peasants. Come on, peasants.
Our
Which few?
granary
I got
stocks
1
are
month
growing,
supply.
sire.
Yes, but the more peasants I got, the quicker they will eat those resources.
People are coming to the castle.
Fortunately, soldiers do not consume your resources, so once you turn a peasant into a soldier, it doesn't put any extra burden on your resources.
Recruits needed, sire. The people rejoice at your forthcoming marriage, sire.
Ah, thank you. That'll give me a boost of popularity.
Sentiment is warm towards you, my liege.
Else, because I need to beef up my popularity as much as possible.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
I know. I'm probably eventually gonna have to get a wheat farm in here.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
We have one food type, so if I can get some food... Okay, once this cheese goes in there, that'll help.
Your popularity is rising.
Still a month's supply left. Get some more apples coming in. Meat. We even have any... I think we've actually already killed all the deer. I don't see any deer left. Yeah, resting because there's no deer left. So what I need to do is turn them off and get them somewhere else. So what we'll do, we'll create a wheat farm. Put that fairly close. So we'll start getting some wheat built up. Do one more cheese farm over here too. So that'll help. Alright, good popularity.
The people love you, my lord. We are losing a little money, my liege.
Not for long.
The people love you, my lord.
Rebuild my funding, because I will need a lot of gold at some point.
Orders.
You can count on us.
Needed, sire. Recruits needed, sire. Recruits needed, sire.
You can count on us.
Instructions. Moving off.
What'll it be? We're leaving now.
Need 50 cheese too, so I'm going to need a lot more cheese farms. And of course, yeah, I will need wheat because I had bread as an objective. So let's see our stockpile here. We're going to need more stockpile. I'm going to run out of space in the stockpile. Get back here. There we go. Okay, here's the stockpile. We'll toss that there, and I'll toss one there, so that'll help beef that up. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need cheese farms and wheat farms, so let's get moving on with that. So we can get this down there. So you should be able to put them right next to each other there because it won't block the entrance.
Our granary stocks are growing.
Alright, that's getting better. Not losing popularity as fast, even with attacks, right? Okay, so good, that's starting to offset. Stick with this view for now. I don't have any wheat yet. I got 2 spare peasants, so I'm going to need more before I can use a windmill. Oh, you dang wheat farmers. Alright, we're harvesting wheat. Got plenty of cheese. Oh, there's a deer there. Stuck. I gotta figure out where the rest of these wolves are at. None inside the castle. There must be more wolf attacks coming then. We can help nip them in the bud. Now let's check my resources here. What did I say I needed? So stone or wood, doesn't matter. Alrighty. So what we can do, we can beef up our outer defenses a bit here. Small stone gatehouse. Speak of the wolves.
Your popularity is falling.
Yes, I know. Our defenses here. Close that gate. Denied. Maybe. Oh no. So what we'll do here real quick, ha ha ha. We'll just block this path off.
A small group of the rat soldiers are heading to the castle.
That way they only have one entrance here. Now we can move our defenders up a bit here.
We await orders.
It's a signpost. There's our signpost.
We are on our way.
There.
Tell us what to do. Off we go. Yes, my lordship.
A message from the rat.
My instructions have been given. My plans have been made.
Alright,
No
we
one
got
will
some
escape
wheat.
from your pathetic settlement.
Problem is I'm gonna need some peasants.
The rat's troops are attacking. We await orders. We await orders. Sentiment is warm towards you, my liege. We are losing a little money, my liege.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
We await orders. Sentiment is warm towards you, my liege.
You can count on us.
Recruits needed, sire. Yes? That's quite a run. Archers, ready.
Get up there and fight.
You can count on us. 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 We're leaving now.
We await orders. My boy is yours. That's quite a run.
Alright, that should give us enough defenses for now to where I can start focusing on gathering up my resources here. I need goods. Get over here. Right there, right there.
Enemy stocks are growing, sire.
Good, 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 good. And so I get some bread cheese production. That'll help me gather up my cheese and still maintain two different food sources.
No, not little ratty. It wasn't me. It was the others. They made me do it.
Leaving now.
What I will do for these guys too, I will set up a crenellated wall, which will help.
Our cows are struck down by a strange malady, my lord.
Oh, of course. I'm really gonna need to hit taxes up big time
The people hold you in great esteem, my lord.
in order to make up that 1,500.
A message from your scribe. You have done well thus far. One enemy has fallen back, but another more deadly approaches.
Okay, all the wolves are gone now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, we've got quite a bit of wheat in here now. Good, so let's start that up. We want our windmill now. We place that exclusive will really help. See, I could place it right there, couldn't I? But the windmill actually does a lot of production pretty quick anyway, so you know what? I'll save that space, I'll throw that there.
Workers available to run this building.
I'll have to turn somebody off for now.
Your popularity is rising.
So I don't want to bring in any more peasants than absolutely necessary at this point, so until I get more food reserves.
Devastating our wheat crops, sire.
Old Bessie is acting a little
Okay, so let me turn him off. I'll give me our wheat production. Or our full flour production, I should say. So.
The people love you, my lord.
Alright, so let me start saving up on cheese now.
The people love you, my lord.
That'll change in a minute, because still without any taxes, I can still beef up my happiness. Get an overview of what we got here. Alright, we got our flour production going, so what we need to do now is figure out who else we're going to turn off. Let's see how much food do I got. How much food do I got? 46. Okay, you know what? That's going to be plenty enough to cover us with a few extra peasants. And we're coming up to over an hour already of gameplay. So what we'll do, we'll build this hovel right there. So we'll get some peasants coming in. We will build our bakery. And we'll put the bakery in between here. Let me rotate a bit here. Actually, maybe that was the best. I can't really see up top there, but if I put the bakery right in between our granary and our stockpile, that should be good. Change back our rotation, and I think we'll call it for this session. We'll call this session part 1. So what we can do now is actually save this game. And the next time we revisit Stronghold, we'll finish up this mission. Which means I can actually turn that guy back on. Alright. Thanks for joining us for this session. Don't forget to check stuff we got coming towards you. All our awesome Sauce for Games episodes and our normal just basic gameplay videos. No commentary, no nothings, just showing you some gameplay. For Defiance, we'll have some more Guild Wars and Star Wars The Old Republic stuff coming up. Until next time, I will see you in game.